covers business models. A business model is a set of planned activities designed to result in a profit in a marketplace. A business model is not always the same as a business strategy, although in some cases they're very close as the business models explicitly takes into account in the competitive environment. There are 8 key elements of a business models, and you need these 8 key elements to have a successful business. They are value proposition, revenue model, competitive environment, management team, organizational development, market strategy, competitive advantage, and market opportunity. Now I'm going to talk about the value proposition. A company's value proposition is at the very heart of its business models. A value proposition defines how a company's product or service fulfills the needs of the customers. You need to understand why a customer will choose to do the business with the firm instead of another companies, what the firms provide that other firms cannot do. This successful e-commerce value proposition include personalization and customization of product offerings, reductions of product search costs, reduction of price discovery cost, and facilitation of transactions by managing product delivery. For example, like before having Amazon, it took so much time to buy a book because it might not available when you came to the bookstores and you have to come back again after the order. But now you have Amazon, so you can order it online and it will delivery right to your place. The next one is the revenue model, or you can call it financial model. A firm's revenue model describes how the firm will earn revenue, generate profits, and produce a superior return on invested capital. Although there are many different revenue models, most companies rely on one or some combinations of these models: advertising, subscription, transaction fee, sales, and affiliate. The first one is the advertising revenue model. A company that offers content, services, and or products also provides a forum of advertisements and receives fees from advertisees. The next one is the subscription revenue model. A company offers its users content or services and charges a subscription fee for access to some or all of its offerings. And the next one is the freemium strategy. Companies give away a certain level of product or services for free, but then charge a subscription fee for premium levels or of the product or service. And there are some examples on the table right here. The next one is the transaction fee revenue model. A company receives a fee for enabling or executing a transaction. For example, eBay provides an auction marketplace and receives a small transaction fee from a seller if the seller is successful in selling the item. The next one is the sales revenue model. A company derives revenue by selling goods, information, or services. And the last one is the affiliate revenue model. A company steers business to an affiliate and receives a referral fee or percentage of the revenue from any resulting sales. And here's the table of the examples with all of the revenue models. The next element is the market opportunity. It refers to the company's intended market space and the overall potential financial opportunities available to the firm in that market space. And the definition of the market space is the area of actual or potential commercial value in which a company intends to operate. The market opportunity is usually divided into smaller market niches. The realistic market opportunity is defined by the revenue potential in each of the market niches where you hope to compete. The next element is the competitive environment. It refers to other companies operating in the same market space, selling similar products. The other element is competitive advantage. It was achieved by a firm when it can produce a superior product or bring the product to the market at the lower price than most or all of its competitors. The next element is the market strategy. That is the plan you put together that details exactly how you intend to enter a new market and attract new customers. The other element is the organizational development. That is the plan that describes how the company will organize the work that needs to be accomplished. The work is divided into functional departments such as production, shipping, marketing, customer support, and finance. And the last element is the management team. That is the employees of the company responsible for making the business model work. Raising capital is one of the most important functions for a funder of startup business and its team. The first thing is the seed capital, money from saving, credit card advances, home equity loans, or from family and friends. The elevator pitch is the short 2 or 3 minute presentation aimed at convincing investors to invest to your company. The incubators is typically provide a small amount of funding and also array of services to startup companies. The angel investor are typically wealthy individuals or a group of individuals who invest their own money in an exchange for an equity share in stock in business. The next one is the venture capital investors. They typically invest funds they manage for other investors, usually later stage investor, such as investment bank, pension fund. Insurance companies want to obtain a larger stake in the business and exercise more control over the operation and other businesses. The last one is the crowdfunding. It involves using the internet to enable individuals to collectively contribute money to support the project.
So this will be the major B2C business strategies. Firstly, what is B2C? Basically, B2C is business to consumer, which are online businesses seek to reach individual consumers. And this is the most well-known and familiar type of e-commerce. Currently, there are 7 types of B2C business models. The first one is e-tailer. The second one is community provider. The third one is content provider. The fourth is portal. Fifth is transaction broker. Sixth is market creator. And the last one is service provider. So the first model of B2C is e-tailer. They are online retail stores. They come in all sizes and they're similar to typical bricks and mortar storefront, except that the customer only need the internet for their or use their smartphone to place an order. There are 4 smaller kind of e-tailer. The first one is bricks and clicks. They are online distribution channel for a company that also has physical stores. The company are such as Walmart and Sears. The second type is virtual merchant. They are online version of retail store where customers can shop at any hour of the day or night without leaving their home or office. The example for this type of is Amazon, and the third one is catalog merchant. They are online version of direct mail catalog. For example, the companies are L and LB. The last one is manufacturer direct. Manufacturer uses online channel to sell direct to their customers, and they are probably like Dell. And so these type retailers gain the revenue from sales of goods. The second type of B2C business model is community provider. They are sites where individuals with particular interests, hobbies, common experience, or social network can come together and meet online. For example, we got the example of these type are Facebook, very famous, and Pinterest. The third type is content provider. They offers customer newspaper, magazine, books, film, television, music, and even games or other form of online content. Example for this kind of model is Spotify, iTunes, CNN, or Netflix. The fourth one is Portal. They offers user powerful search tools as well as an integrated package of content and service all in one place. They might be Yahoo, MSN. So the three types of model that I mentioned, like community provider, content provider, and portal, they gain their revenue from advertising, subscription fees, or sales of digital goods. The next one is transaction broker. They process transactions for consumers that are normally handled in person, by phone or by mail. The example of this one is Travelocity or Bits, and their revenue will come from transaction fees. The sixth type of business model is market creator. Basically, they build a digital environments for buyers and sellers can meet, display products, search for products, and establish a price for the products. The examples for this type of business is eBay and Priceline. Just like transaction broker type, this type also gain the revenue from transaction fees. And last but not least is the service provider type. This type basically offers services online, and there has been an explosion of this type recently. You can see a lot of type of business that follow this model, such as Visa Now and Google. They offer some service like Google Maps, Google Docs, and Gmail. Their revenues come from the sales of services.
This is major business to business B2B business model. First of all, the first of business model is e-distributor. This is a kind of model that a company that suppliers and products and service directly to individual business. This is we can call a one-stop shopping where people can find their own kind of products and services available. The second business model is e-procurement. This kind of model create and sell access to digital market. The process by which company buy the products and the services from the other company through the internet. The third one is exchange model.
is an independent digital marketplace where suppliers and commercial purchasers can product transactions. The fourth one is industry consortia. Industry consortia are industry-owned vertical marketplaces that serve specific industries. And the last one is private industrial network. It's the digital network designed to coordinate the flows of communications among firms engaged in business together.
So I will now talk about how e-commerce influence the industry structure. Industry structure refers to nature of firm and their bargaining power. E-commerce influence the industry structure in different ways. Firstly, the bargaining power of the supplier decreases, but supplier can also benefit by eliminating the intermediaries and selling it direct to the buyers. Secondly, bargaining power of the buyers increase since it has opened a global price and information to the buyers. Next, threat of substitute product also increase, like streaming video can now replace the DVD. It reduces the barriers to entry because they do not need the physical store and the other more. Competition among the firm has been also affected because the price competition has been increased as the market expanded. Value chain is a set of activities performed in industry to have the final product from the raw materials, and these are the process. Value web is network business ecosystem that coordinates the value chains of several firms as it is shown here. Business strategy is the set of plans for achieving superior long-term invest made to the firm. Here are the different strategies of it. Differentiation strategy is making their product and service unique from their competitors. Commoditization uses price to compete, and cost competition is one of it, which offers the lower price than their competitors. Scope strategy is competing with global market rather than the local market. Focus or market niche strategy is used in narrow market segments. And lastly, customer intimacy is focused on strong relationship with customer to increase the switching cost.